Calculating superelevation for an alignment in Civil 3D, created by Ahmed Al-Moor. Welcome in this lesson. We will calculate superelevation for all curves along a selected alignment in Civil 3D and review the resulting course slopes at critical stations. First, start by opening the Drawing Align Superelevation file located in the Tutorials Drawing folder. First, select the alignment you want to calculate superelevation for. Then, navigate to an alignment. In Modify, choose Superelevation. Then, calculate or edit superelevation. In Edit Superelevation, no data exists. For that, press in Calculate Superelevation now. The Create Superelevation dialog box opens, where you define how superelevation is applied. In the roadway type, here, select Undivided Crown, and in Pivot method, choose Center Baseline, as shown. Then click Next. In Lanes Specification page, define the following: symmetric roadway, and number of lanes on right 1, normal lane width, choose 4 meter, and normal lane slope minus 2% for this side, and symmetric and left side. Then click Next. In shoulder control setting, choose Calculate, and normal shoulder width, change it to 1 meter, and normal shoulder minus 4%, and shoulder slope treatment as brick over removal, as shown, and match lane slopes for high side. Then Next. In Design Criteria file, choose ASHTO 2018, and Emax, choose 6%, for example, and transition length table 2 lane. Transition formula for superelevation runoff, choose 66, you can change it to 70%, and on spiral for spiral curve 100%. Then click Finish to calculate values for all curves. Viewing calculated. Civil 3D calculates superelevation for each curves. Here, in this tree, for curve 1 and curve 2, curve 3, and 4. For each curve, we have transition in region for run out and run off, and transition out region, run off and run out. The superelevation tabular editor displays station values and cross slope at critical stations. Then click OK. Symbols and labels indicate this point in the drawing, as shown. After applying superelevation in Civil 3D, notice how the alignment visualization changes. Along the curve, you can see station labels and the cross-section indicators that represent the rotation of the roadway. These red cross lines show how the pavement titles gradually from the normal crown to the full superelevation rate. The style applied to the alignment now includes superelevation symbols and transition points, which indicate where the rotation begins and the ends. This helps you verify that the transition length, rotation points, and maximum superelevation rate match the design speed and the selected criteria file. Always review these graphical indicators to confirm that the applied superelevation is the smooth and meets safety standards. If the smoothing looks abrupt or too short, you may need to adjust the transition length or superelevation parameters in the superelevation editor. Thank you for watching. See you in next lesson.